What's up, guys? ShiFTinFOCUS here. Today I was going to talk about the Olympics. You know, everybody seems to be enjoying the Olympics. Well, most everybody. It's about halfway through the Olympics, and at least for America, we're doing okay. We're not number one in medals or number one in golds, but we're staying up there. The hockey team's doing really well. I know there was a pretty controversial call against that the Russian team with that no goal that they took away that could have possibly let the Russians win, but I don't know what happened there. I'm not a huge hockey fan to know all the rules. I know there's something about the net being dislodged. I do enjoy watching hockey, mostly for the fights that break out. Obviously in the Olympics there aren't really fights. They're kind of pushing and shoving, but they don't really get into all-out brawls. But still fun to watch, the Olympics. So I was just curious about, you know, how many of you out there actually watch the Olympics? How many of you couldn't care less? I know this Olympics is a little controversial in itself about, you know, the whole $50 billion worth of investments and, you know, everything that went into it, you know, building the buildings and the roads and all that stuff. I don't really want to get too much into that. If you'd like to, you can put it in the comments, but I'm just curious if anyone actually enjoys watching the Olympics, and if you do, at the Winter Olympics at least, what is your favorite Olympic event? I know hockey's probably one of the most popular events, as well as like the snowboarding, halfpipe, and some of those, you know, obviously figure skating, I'm not too keen on that. I don't think too many guys are. However, some might like it. I mean, hey, if you like, I mean, yeah, to each his own, you know. But I would say one of my favorite events to watch would have to be curling. Now, some people may not even know what curling is. Curling is a sport where you have two teams. Oh, poor doggy. That's so sad. It had little wheels on the back because its back legs weren't mobile. Poor puppy. Anyway, what was I talking about? Curling, yes. So yes, curling is an event where two teams go against each other, sliding across a long, narrow path of ice. They toss stones, or I guess slide stones, across the ice, and try to get as close as possible to the center of the bullseye that's painted on the ice. And, you know, there are two people that go through, or 2 to 3 people that go through and sweep the ice in front of the stone to get it to either speed up, slow down, or curl, as they call it, one way or the other. So it's actually kind of interesting. I was talking to one of my coworkers who's from Argentina, and he says curling is kind of similar to bocce ball. Now here in America, I don't know too many people that play bocce ball or even know how bocce ball is played, but he was kind of describing it, and it did seem a lot like it with how he was describing, you know, the scoring and everything. Obviously bocce ball is played in a field with balls that you toss rather than stones that you slide. But anyway, curling is kind of interesting. Most people think it's really stupid and boring, and how was it ever considered an Olympic event, and how is it still? I don't know. It's just one of those things that I guess is more popular in other countries than it is here. And so there you have it, curling. I was very interested to watch the men's freestyle skiing, where they're like grinding down rails and skiing backwards and doing like crazy backflips and twists and 360, 1440 nonsense. I don't even know. Those dudes are insane. And they, not only do they go off of the ramp backwards, but then they land the trick backwards. So basically their whole ride down the hill doing tricks is going completely backwards. That is freaking impressive. I don't understand how. I mean, I've skied once in my life when I went to Colorado to visit my family, and I didn't do too well. Obviously, as a first-time skier, you know, you're not gonna pick it up instantly. Maybe some people do, but I certainly didn't. Anyway, it was pretty fun. I liked skiing, but I could never in a million years see myself skiing backwards and, you know, doing all these crazy flips and stuff. So who else out there is a fan of curling? Raise your hand. Don't raise your hand, but you can put it in the comments if you think you hate curling, or if you know you hate curling. You can tell me that as well, and you can tell me why. Yeah, if you have another event that you like, let me know what that favorite event of yours is. If you don't like the Olympics, let me know that as well too. I'm very curious to find out why, you know, someone wouldn't like to watch the Olympics. Maybe you just don't like sports. Maybe you don't like all the hype, all the showboating and, you know, money that goes into it. Who knows? But any other Olympic fans out there, you can shout out your favorite team, your favorite country. Obviously, born and raised in America, I'm going for USA. I'm hoping like I said, I'm hoping the hockey team, men's hockey, does well, and hopefully they come home with the gold. That would be awesome. If not, so be it. Like I said, I'm not a huge hockey fan, so it's not that big of a deal for me. Obviously, the more gold, the better for any country. But yeah, the Olympics, man, they're really fun to watch, and they only come around every 4 years. Obviously every 2 years if you're alternating summer and winter, but it'll be another 4 years before you can watch any of these events. So yeah, the Olympics, love them, hate them, favorite sport, whatever. Let me know in the comments below. As always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, or don't, whatever. Until the next video, Shift and Focus out. Peace.